good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, my dear friends and family. Whatever time zone you are in, I hope this finds you well. Welcome to the deep dive and analysis for Mark chapter 5, verses 21 to 43. This week, Summer Green will be leading our Bible study and our deep dive into this.
Yep.
The reason for this is because this section touches on two stories involving predominantly females.
Yep.
And I think that it's disingenuous if I were to lead this thing. So go for it, and I'll chime in when I've got stuff.
Okay, perfect. So when we first start reading these verses, we are jumped straight into how Jesus got off the boat and came onto the shore, and he'd not even literally on the shore, and that's where people are already gathering. They're not even giving him space to go into the town or the village.
Yeah.
They are meeting Jesus where he is at, and in turn he's meeting them where they are at.
Doesn't it remind you about like celebrity culture?
Yeah.
Like Jesus has got this status now of like people are recognizing him, people are going straight to him.
Absolutely. And we see that as well when Jairus comes up to meet him. And he doesn't just come up to meet him and stand and say, "Hi, Jesus, how are you?" He falls to his feet in worship and begs for him to help with his daughter.
I thought that I dramatized that quite well in the reading.
Yeah.
By the way, I thought that was some fantastic voice acting from myself.
Yeah, you did well.
But it's the reason why Jairus, who might I point out is one of the leaders of the synagogue, so he's a holy man.
Oh yes,
he's a man's man.
Yeah,
you know there was a lot of misogyny, a lot of male hierarchies, and
but he takes that stance away from himself and he places it on Jesus. He's falling to his knees in front of Jesus.
Yeah, but then again, it's not just that. I mean, this guy is the synagogues are where the Pharisees hung out.
Hello.
Like, there's a whole backstory to this that is really worth investigating.
Absolutely.
So, do you want to investigate this backstory, or do you want me to have a crack?
You have a crack.
I'll have a crack. Okay. So the Pharisees are, we've touched on them a few times in videos beforehand. They are the keepers of the law. They're like a sect of Judaism that are very much the people that you go to if you need an opinion or a lesson on what is legal as Moses wrote down.
Yes.
Now, they don't like Jesus, and the main reason is because Jesus is upsetting the apple cart.
Yes.
Okay, so for and to go from that and then have this synagogue leader, a holy man, who is presumably paying attention to all the laws, approach Jesus, the guy that the Pharisees don't like, and put his faith in him. Not just to approach him and say, "Look, could you do me a favor?" but to fall at his feet.
Yes.
Like, and I think that this is really interesting. Can you remember what the demon called Legion did when he saw Jesus?
Oh yeah.
He fell at his feet.
Yes.
And in this particular section, we've got a couple of people doing it. And the thing is, I think what Mark's really pointing at is that recognition of authority.
Yes, definitely.
You know, and especially from someone who should be anti-Jesus, to approach him.
It's almost like Jesus has got this commanding authority wherever he is. People can't help but bow down to it. And it's also really interesting. Something that's just come to my mind now is it makes me wonder, did he maybe see Jesus in the same light as Nicodemus did? Was it conversations? Did Nicodemus maybe speak about Jesus and how Jesus was doing things, why it was different?
That's an interesting thought, and
Yeah.
whether Nicodemus has sort of got other
Whilst Nicodemus,
other synagogue leaders on his side, almost.
yeah,
That would be really
maybe
interesting.
Nicodemus's part in all of this story.
I think the other thing is that while we're putting into contrast the three individuals who threw themselves at Jesus' feet, we also need to understand the difference between them.
Yes.
And understand that the acknowledgement of his authority and the acknowledgement of his power and the acknowledgement of who he is coming from three different, completely, wildly different sections of society.
Yes.
We've got the outcast because of possession.
Yep.
We've got the holy man,
yes,
who would have been honoured,
yep,
and admired.
yes,
And then you've got the lady with the issue of bleeding,
yep,
who, as we're about to find out,
that,
also
yeah.
fell at his feet.
And it's also interesting as well because it goes on to say about how the crowd followed him, followed Jesus. They were so desperate to be around him, to see what he was capable of, to feel his presence.
I don't think any of them were expecting what happened, though.
No,
you know?
And it's quite interesting, isn't it, that he's managed to draw this crowd with him as he's walking through, at the same time that this woman decides then is the time to reach out.
Yeah, I think what's really interesting is when you, and I've done this before, is when you track the journeys that Jesus made across the Sea of Galilee.
Yeah.
It's really interesting where he goes straight after Legion is to this section.
Yep.
And straight after there's another section. I can't wait to hit it. It's going to be a lot of fun. that he goes across to do one thing and then goes straight back.
Yeah.
And it's really interesting watching him sort of dot across the Sea of Galilee, up and down, like a ping pong ball.
Don't you think that almost mimics God's relationship with us as people?
Absolutely.
Where he can be
present.
Yeah, present in one place at 1 minute, another place at another minute. And that is very much God's presence, because he can have a relationship with one person in one country is the same as having it somebody at the other side of the world.
Well, this goes to one of the divine attributes of God, actually. And it's something that theology, yay!
Ding, 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 ding.
It's something that we've studied in the theology course that I'm on. Shout out to Ollie. It's something that's really interesting. So it's omnipresence.
Yes,
is what it is,
the word.
And it's one of the divine attributes. It's one thing that we can't have.
Yeah.
It's
we can't be everywhere at
when
once.
he made us, when he created everything at the start.
Yeah,
he made us in his image. He didn't give us the access to his omnipotence and omnipresence.
Yeah, so he made us in his image. He didn't make us him.
And it really annoys me sometimes, because don't you just wish you could teleport? You know what I mean? That would be a really cool thing to have.
I don't know, because see, you're doing it again.
But then it's not really teleportation, is what God has.
It's not.
What is that he is everywhere all at once. Doing everything.
Absolutely, but I've never thought of it in that way, because when I'm traveling from one place to the other, you get to admire the beauty of the world that you're in.
And there's something about the waiting for the next bit.
Yeah.
There's something about the calm.
Yeah.
Between moments.
Yeah.
And I think that's something that a lot of Christians can really struggle with.
Yeah.
Trying to find that calm.
We've
gone wildly off topic.
Yeah, we have.
But no, we haven't, because the next thing that happens, so Jairus has come up.
Yes.
And the next thing that happens is this lady comes up to Jesus, and is she not trying to find calm?
Absolutely. And can we talk about 12 years?
Yeah.
12 years
that's a long
of
time.
bleeding. So what do you think you can achieve in 12 years? So here I've got you. When you think about a lifespan from a baby to a pre-teenager,
Yep,
that's a long time.
that's a long time.
That's a long time.
It's a lot of
How
learning.
about a woman effectively could have 12 plus babies in 12 years? How about 2 lots of World War II?
Oh wow!
They were each 11 years.
We went a bit gory there.
Yeah.
Two World War
IIs. Yeah.
Would that be World War IV?
Well, no. So, but you know, World War II was 6 years, so it could have been 2 lots of World War II's over.
And there was a lot of death and destruction in that.
Typically, to travel the whole world, it would take a human 12 years.
Wow!
Yeah, and
as in if they walked or if they like drove.
I don't know about that aspect.
Yeah,
but if you were to, and we're not just talking about countries. Do you know what I mean? If you would go to each like county of each country, it would take you 12 years to complete that. And certain PhDs.
Yes.
To get qualifications, it's 12 years worth of hard work.
I was thinking that would be one hell of a sweater to knit. You know, 12 years knitting a sweater. You can make a pretty bloody big sweater.
Well, you could make easily. Well, it depends how much time you've got on your hands.
I'm not very good at knitting, so
let's you would get one made, yeah?
I'd get one made in 12 years. But 12 years, like, what have I done in 12 years?
What have you done in
12 years has been, I can't remember 12 years ago.
Oh my gosh.
What happened 12 years ago? When will it have been? That'll have been 2013.
Right now.
Wow.
So actually, do you know what happened to me 12 years ago?
Go on.
I walked out on a job.
Oh, wow. Yes, you did.
I just mentioned that.
Yeah, we mentioned that this morning, didn't we?
Yeah. So 12 years ago, I had walked out on a job because I had a conflict going on. And it was very much put to me in my head that I either had to pick the welfare of my child or have a job. The reason I have a job was to provide for my child.
Yeah.
So my child took precedence. So it ended up in me walking out of that job. I didn't have a job to go into.
Was it a good decision?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Good.
And therefore, actually, in March next year, I would have been in my current job for 12 years.
Wow.
And I've done a lot of different things for this company.
Wow. So imagine, if you will, for us, when you left that previous company, you started bleeding.
Yep.
And now we don't know the context of where we're bleeding from, but we are probably safe in assuming that these are bleedings from an area on a woman.
Yeah.
And if it's not bleeding from that particular area, by which I mean the female reproductive organ, then if it's bleeding from all over, then she would be an outcast as well. That would be something that would be...
Well, she already was outcasted because we have to remember as well, back in these times when women were on a menses, they had rituals to go through to become clean again. So even if she did have a few days where she maybe wasn't bleeding, she needed to go and do the rituals to become clean again. But then if she bled again, then she was unclean again. So it was probably...
And it does mention, how many doctors she went to see. And at those points, we're talking leeching, we're talking bleeding, we're talking bloodletting, we're talking all these weird and wonderful remedies that modern science would look at with.
And another thing as well that we need to also bear in mind is whilst we are talking on this topic, it's important to mention that when a woman is bleeding in today's day and age, there are things that a lady can use that are way more hygienic.
Yeah, there's feminine hygiene products, and the way that we treat it now is
It's not such a
with
taboo subject anymore.
with a lot more acceptance and with a lot more love. Some men, might I add,
yes,
much to my dismay,
yep,
don't understand it. Some men find it disgusting, and I think that's wrong. But we won't go into that too much because this is not my place to speak.
Nope. Yep.
What I do want to bring up before we go much further, is the word that is used in the interlinear.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm going to skip ahead a little bit. We can go back, but I'm going to skip ahead a bit to when Jesus replies, "Go in peace, be healed of your disease."
Okay.
We've skipped a bit.
We have skipped quite a bit.
But we can go back. Okay. Now, the word that he uses instead of disease is mastix. So mastix is the Greek word for plague. Okay. And I've done a bit of a deep dive. So the plague, the mastix, is it's a connotation of the whips that the Romans would use.
Yes.
And it's like a scourge from God is how it's the relevant definition is used. So it's got connotations of whips, which shows the oppressive pain of the disease, and how highly painful and debilitating it is. Like, so this isn't just, this isn't just uncomfortable. This is something that is really changing the joy of her life.
Absolutely.
It's something that is infecting every part of her life with misery. So when we look at this, and if any man were to look at this and go, "Oh, it's just, an extended period," this is 12 years.
12 years.
12 years of something that is referred to by the Lord as a plague.
Yeah.
Like, that's some heavy stuff.
Yes, definitely.
So that's just my little deep dive into that section. So we've gotten to the point where she's come to Jesus, or is about to come to Jesus.
Yeah.
Is very much in the position where she's accepting of the difference that Jesus will make in her life.
Yeah, it's so I just wanted to point out before we move on to what I really want to say, is that she even threw money at the doctors. Her worldly possessions, what she had, she gave to doctors in the hope that she would find some release.
Yeah. Well, this makes me think about the system that they use in America.
Yeah.
Of hospitals being something you pay for.
Yeah.
And we in England are very lucky.
We are very lucky.
That we don't have to pay too much at the system.
And doctors are amazing. Every single one of us have skill sets that can be used widely. And doctors and nurses are just fantastic at what they do. Yeah. And also,
can you tell, by the way, those listening, can you tell that we're very pro NHS? They're wildly understaffed and horrifically underpaid.
Yes.
Kudos to our NHS.
Definitely.
This sort of thing is something that they presumably have had to deal with, and while Jesus isn't with us, we do need those physicians.
Yes, we do.
In those days, not an awful lot was known.
Unfortunately not. And another thing as well, as somebody that does suffer with their iron levels quite badly, to the point that I've had to go on some extremely strength iron tablets to help raise my levels. That is low iron often comes from heavy bleeding. And I know the lethargy that comes with that.
Yeah.
And
well, this is probably why
being able to function is,
debilitating. Yeah.
It's the tiredness that would come alongside that as well. But so what worldly possession that she did have, in the sense of money, she gave to the doctors. So she didn't have anything else in the world. So the only hope and faith that she had was in Jesus and what she had heard that he had managed to do.
sometimes you do have to reach the bottom of the barrel before you realize that Jesus is the only way.
Is the only way.
Yeah, I get that.
And then with it going on to saying as well that she thought, if I just touch his, and whichever version you are reading, whether it's
cloak,
a cloak, robe, whatever,
garment.
She doesn't even want to have a conversation with him.
Yeah.
She doesn't even want to
almost
have
not even,
eye contact.
Yeah.
She doesn't want to interact with him. She
doesn't even want to be a burden.
She just wants to touch his cloak on the belief that touching it will heal her. Now, that is a faith and a hope in things unknown.
Yeah. So I've brought this up a couple of times, and there's someone that's connected to my vicar, Adam, and he's from Newcastle.
Yep.
So I don't know if you know Adam, the vicar from Newcastle. I'm not going to say his surname because let's not. He's brilliant.
Yep.
And he's mentioned that sometimes you've got to have specific faith for things when you're praying for them.
Yes.
And that those who have faith for something that they're praying for, God honors it.
Yeah.
And maybe that's not exactly what he says, but it's something along them lines, is that when you've got faith, when you've got a real belief, your prayers have more power.
Absolutely.
And this is what she shows.
Yeah.
She's got absolute belief.
Yeah.
That she said to herself, she's thought, and air quote, if I can just touch his clothes, I will be healed.
Yeah, not I can be. Maybe he can. I will. So despite the fact that the world has let her down, she has still got faith and a hope in Jesus.
And such a faith. I mean, wow, to push through a crowd.
When she's going to be an outcast, when she's going to be unclean.
And weak.
And tired and frustrated. And probably not smelling the sweetest at the time.
Probably not. Yeah.
But she didn't let any of that hold her back. Yeah. She didn't let any of that hold her back. She was so desperate and had so much faith and hope in just being able to touch him, knowing that she would be healed, that she fought through anything that would have held her back.
Yeah, I love it. I absolutely love that bit. I really do. And then what happens is that Jesus feels the power go out of him. Some versions say felt the healing power go out of him.
Yep.
Some versions just say power.
Yeah.
And he turns around in the crowd and says, "Who touches my clothes?" And quite rightly, his followers, his disciples, are like, "Dude, you're surrounded with people. Like, why are you asking that for?
Somebody's bound to have touched you, yeah.
What are you on about?" And Jesus knows. Without, and there's so many times, especially in Mark's gospel, where Jesus knows something, and he knows that something's happened before he can realistically have any idea within a human aspect. And this is just another point to the divinity of Jesus, and his foreknowledge and his ability to understand what's going on around him. And she just confesses. She came and she fell at his feet, shaking with fear, and told him the whole truth. Like, her faith has been rewarded. Her faith has been granted grace and mercy. Okay. And this goes back to the whole curse, this plague thing, is that in these days, people who had long-term afflictions will have been convinced that they were a punishment from God for something that their ancestors did, for something they've done, for something that their kids are going to do. Like it, and she's been given grace and mercy, which is something that we receive fresh every day, which I love. I love that, and I do. And we will never deserve any of it.
Nope.
But I love it.
Yeah.
And And she's confessed. She's just come to him and she said, yeah, sorry, hands up, it was me. This is what's going on in my life.
But also,
like,
yeah, on a flip side as well, I can't help but think that he's going to have known, because 12 years of bleeding is going to take a lot of healing power.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
he would notice that.
We run the risk of implying limitations to his power as to the quantity needed to heal 12 years of bleeding.
That's not.
I know. I want to make it very clear that what we're saying is that compared to things like a gammy arm,
mm-hmm.
And things like our dude's tongue doesn't work properly.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we're not saying that it would have taken an exorbitant amount of power,
mm-hmm.
but it would have taken, like, it's a specific power, and it would take a measurable amount of it.
Yeah, definitely. And we also have to remember that he is Jesus.
Yeah.
He is
God in human form.
Yes, thank you.
Yes.
He is God in human form. So Jesus will always be topped up.
Yes.
Because he is of God.
Yeah, absolutely.
So do you know what I mean?
It's a well that never runs dry.
Yes.
Yeah. I think the confession, shaking in fear, she told him the whole truth. And then Jesus says, dear woman.
I love this bit.
You are made well because you believe.
Yes.
Go in peace. Be healed of your mastics, your plague, your disease, your painful, debilitating, oppressive condition. You know, I just, wow.
I want to touch on the word peace. Can we just please talk about peace for a minute? Because there's a massive difference in a worldly peace and in the peace that God can instill on you. And it goes to John 14:27. Peace I leave with you, my peace I give you. I do not give to you as the world gives. Do not let your hearts be troubled, and do not be afraid. And the peace that God gives us is so different. I'm quite lucky in the aspect that I can feel God's peace. And I have gone through some really hard times where, quite frankly, I would have liked to have been in a very different country. But the peace that I felt from God has been what's seen me through. Like, it just feels like time stands still and nothing else matters.
Yeah.
But feeling his presence and his peace in that moment.
Yeah. I think one of the things that really hits me is, have you ever had a particular house where you are, where you walk in and you're like, wow, have you felt the peace? Old churches.
Yeah.
Really old churches, and you walk in, like Newcastle Cathedral. The both of them really. But I went there a while back with some mates, and just the peace, the stillness. I mean, I know there's a lot of architecture in there. You're looking at me like you've found something. Would you like to share?
Yeah, so just like going on the word peace and diving into that a little bit more.
Yeah.
It actually, one of the things it says is that it's to tie together properly, wholeness, when all essential parts are joined together.
Wow. Peace. Okay.
So there's some good parts in that, because that to me speaks about the joining of you with God.
And that's from the Greek irene. Yeah, Yeah, peace, quietness, rest, set oneself
Yes.
again. So like a biological reset.
Yes.
You know, I really like that. That's really cool.
I like that idea of the wholeness and wholeness with him.
Yeah.
Because that can only be felt if you allow him in.
An uncertain derivation, perhaps Irio to join.
Yeah.
Yeah,
which leads on to that joining together and the wholeness.
A state of tranquility.
Yeah.
Oh, tranquility is a good word.
Hello, I'll have a bit of that, please.
That is a beautiful word.
Yes.
Is that welcome to Exploring the Greek, by the way. It's a really nerdy thing to do.
I know, I'm very partial to Hebrew.
The Hebrew is brilliant. So yeah, it's that go in peace.
Yeah.
It's that go in oneness, go in wholeness, go in tranquility
of what you have received.
Boosh.
Yes,
that is a badass thing to say.
Yeah.
And then we go to a further badass thing.
Yes.
I'm not trying to say, you know, that Jesus is bad and has an ass. I'm trying to say that he is 100% brilliant.
Yes.
But we then got the people that will have worked alongside Jarius coming to find him and saying, your daughter's dead. There's no need to bother the teacher anymore.
Why would you say that?
Well, I mean, it shows me the strength of Jarius's faith.
Yes, again, we're seeing that reiteration of somebody else that is holding on to hope and faith that he's found in Jesus.
So I did a deep dive into the word teacher there.
Teacher.
And the word that they use in the original Greek is didaskalos.
Oh.
Which is teacher. A little bit deep dive into that is an instructor acknowledged for their mastery in their specific subject.
Oh, what is Jesus' specific subject?
Well, that is a brilliant question. Because Jesus would be a master in scripture and theology.
Oh, check you out. Any way to get that word in.
I love the word theology. But no, he would have been a master of scripture.
Yeah.
I mean, the dude knew it. It was written on his heart. You know what I mean? Like, and Jarius has accepted this. Jarius has come to this guy, accepted him as a teacher, even though Jarius arguably would have been put in that position himself by the people around him.
Yep. And then we go on
and Jesus is like not bothered at all, and it is like
he addresses the others that have come and said that, and he says to them, "Don't be afraid.
Yeah,
just have faith." Like the woman with the issue of bleeding, like Jarius, who is still turned up.
He directs that straight at Jarius.
Yeah.
But I can't imagine he'll have said it very quietly.
Nope.
So he will have said that as almost to defy.
Yeah.
Almost in a rebuking way.
Yeah.
Of just don't worry.
But in a very tender, loving
don't be afraid. Just believe.
Yes.
Like
that's all it
follow
takes.
the example that the lady has just shown you.
Yes.
And then he goes to Jarius's house, and they're wailing.
Yes. Can I please?
Yeah. Go for it.
In these days, there were specific people that they would call upon to start the mourning.
Professional mourners.
Yes. So that was already done. That was a pretty quick turnaround. They were already mourning, and
in the Greek they use the word tumult. Tumult. Like, have you ever gone through a tumultuous situation?
Can you explain tumult?
Tumult is like a disturbance. It's almost beyond something. Like a tumultuous situation is something that you can't. It's a situation that you will not find peace in.
Okay.
It's this overwhelmingness.
Yeah.
That is. Yeah. It's like a really uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Disturbed.
Yeah.
Situation, and they're they're crying real loud.
Yeah.
They're already started mourning.
Yeah.
Someone's probably already ripped their clothing.
Yeah.
Because
that's how they also express
that's a tradition.
Yep.
And Jesus is just like, guys, what are you doing? You're making such a noise. She's asleep. Like,
yeah.
I love, so my sister has married a Liverpudlian, right? And he's got such a beautiful accent. He really has. I love to think of Jesus with a Liverpudlian accent.
Yeah.
And
How would that sound?
Guys, what you doing? What you making so much noise for? No, I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry for that impression. But yes, I love to think of him as like this very, but my brother-in-law's accent isn't like you would expect. It's a very soft, with just a beautiful hint of that Liverpudlian. And I love to think of Jesus with that accent. It's just such a dry but gentle.
Yeah.
You know.
I really like the Irish accent.
There's a way about it.
Could
I'm not going to do it in an Irish accent. Absolutely not.
Oh,
no.
Spoil.
No, maybe when we stop recording. But he says, why are you crying and making so much noise?
Yeah.
The child is not dead, only asleep. Now. I did a deep dive. How many times am I going to say that? Into sleep.
Sleep.
Okay. And this word, kathudu, is used in several places. And it's the sleep that Jesus was having in the boat during the storm. So it literally just means sleep. Like literally in my notes, I've got Cthulhu, sleep. And for the other ones, I've got like didaskalos, teacher, and then a further description.
Yeah.
Like
it
just means sleep.
Sleep asleep.
It's just asleep.
Yeah.
So I think there's a lot of ways you can read this. What I like to think, and I'm by no point and by no way trying to suggest that this is doctrinal, and that you should build your faith on it. I like to think that this is Jesus saying, guys, this is not time to be worried. This is not time to get yourself all broken up. Like, I'm going to fix this for you. Mm-hmm. It's to try and take that sting out of what's just happened. Like, this is in no way Jesus saying, this kid ain't dead.
Yeah.
Like, this is as you would soften things for people, sugarcoating it. Like,
yeah, because in this time and age, people will often say when someone's departed that they've gone to sleep.
Yeah. Well, there was a beautiful thing in Harry Potter where Luna Lovegood said, if you close his eyes, you could even say that he's asleep.
Yeah.
When Dobby dies.
Yeah.
Which is not a trauma that I ever want anyone to relive, and I'm very sorry for bringing that up. But it's a relevant reference.
Yeah.
It's when Jesus is saying she's just asleep. That's not him saying this kid isn't dead. Mm-hmm. This is Jesus reassuring them that this isn't a permanent thing for her.
Yes, that's
that good. Jesus is still going to make a difference.
Yep.
And that all they've got to do is believe.
Yep.
And he goes over and he says this thing, and saying it out loud brings shivers down my spine. Talitha cum. Oh, beautiful. And it means, young girl, I tell you to stand up. Oh, wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Just wow. So, how old was the girl?
Believe it or not, she was 12 years old.
12 years?
12 years.
That's a bloody long time. You could get 2 World War IIs into that, you know?
Yeah, or women could have 12 plus babies.
Yeah, or you could knit a really big sweater.
There is also that concept.
Yeah.
It's a long time. And then to think that girl doesn't slowly come round.
Yeah.
She doesn't take her time. It is like she's been asleep and has jumped out of bed.
I love that.
I love that. I love it as well when Jesus goes on to say to the family, don't tell anyone. Have you noticed that when he does things out in public, when it's outside of a building, he seems to be more receptive of them spreading the news because it's already been seen by others anyway. But when it's behind closed doors and it's more on a personal level, he says to them, don't tell anyone. Don't let anyone know.
Don't worry about doing my job for me.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So he's doing some things very publicly, but also still retaining that privacy for people as well when needed.
Well, do you not think that's also him trying to let us know that our relationship with him is a very private one?
Yes, it can be.
And that
there are public aspects to it. Like you can go along to
church and lead worship.
You can go to events and gatherings and conferences and stuff like that. That's a very public thing to be doing. But also going home, closing your door, you can still have God
having some time with Jesus.
Hello, definitely. Yeah. But when he says to give us something to eat as well, I was just really reminded.
Feed your child.
Yeah, it's just like it reminded me as well how
such a natural thing.
Jesus fed her spiritually, but she needed physical food to sustain her.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I think the thing is that Jesus is not oblivious to us being humans and needing to eat.
Nope.
Like, and one of the most natural things to do when you see someone unwell or when you see someone who's a little bit down on their luck is to want to feed them.
I think, so much is around that. Like, if somebody's going through a celebration, a lot of times they're like, oh, shall we go out and have a meal to celebrate?
There's food.
Yeah. Even when somebody has departed, there's often enough party food. that involves food. Food is it's an essential for us. That doesn't. I am also not saying that you should never fast because I think it is quite key. I do think
fasting is something interesting. Yeah, is something I think we'll have to have a conversation around the table about that.
Yes.
Yeah. There's time for a plug. We're doing conversations around the table. They release once a week. We're not doing one this week. We did 2 last week. We'll have another one out on Monday. Don't know what the topic's going to be. Don't have a clue. It might be fasting. It might be something else.
Might be.
But we'll work that out, and you'll see it in the title. Yep. But go check them out. It's a time where we sit and have a conversation.
Yeah.
It's there's a prayer before it. We do a bit of worship. We get into the conversation. We have a bit of fun, a bit of banter.
Yep.
And then it goes on for about an hour.
Yeah.
Or it has so far gone on for about an hour.
Yeah.
And then we wrap in a prayer.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun. We have a lot of fun making them, don't we?
Definitely. It's whilst we do these readings and we do diving into them, exploring them, and understanding them better.
Yes.
The conversations around the table are a lot more free-flowing, and it's about everyday situations and circumstances and how we deal with them as Christians of faith.
Yeah. People Definitely. Of faith that believe in Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So before we wrap up in prayer, which you are going to aptly do in a minute.
Well, thank you.
I have a challenge.
You have a challenge? Dun, dun, dun.
Are you ready?
Yes.
So what situations that you feel you have been let down in do you need to hold on to faith and hope for?
Oh, wow. That is a good question. What situations do you feel you've been let down in?
Do you need to hold on to faith and hope for?
Wow. Oh, I can think of a couple.
That's good.
I can think of a couple. Do the nice things, like, subscribe, make a comment for us. We really want to know what you think about this. I know that every video tells you to like and subscribe. It really does make a difference. It really, really does. It recommends my videos to our videos, to other people that like similar content to you. So
and also
if
give us some feedback. If there's something that you want us to touch on within the Bible, let us know about it, and we can make sure it's scheduled in.
Yep, we can do it as a conversation around the table.
Yep.
We can do it as a one-off Bible study.
Yeah.
If you fancy. I mean, there's things that we can do. If there's a particular topic that you want us to talk about,
let us know.
and want to hear our opinions on, we're more than willing to do that for you. If you want to join us at any time, whether that be digitally, or
we can
physically,
so totally do that.
We can do that. We'll even feed you. Okay.
There's food again.
There's food again. We'll feed you. We'll give you beverages. You can read my awesome Bible that has Greek in it. And we can talk you through all the processes that we do before we post these things.
Yeah.
We really want to get to know you guys and girls. And we really want this community to grow. These videos are something that we love doing.
Absolutely love.
That I really, really love doing. And I started them as a way of journaling my journey through Mark.
Yep.
And I think they've turned into something a little bit more.
Yeah.
And it may not be for everyone, and that's fine. It doesn't matter to me.
That's the beauty of everyone being different.
But if you think that these videos are going to help people learn, please share them.
Yes.
Send them to whoever you
want.
Don't keep them
to yourself.
Yeah, we want to help. We want to teach and help people grow as we grow.
Yes.
So let's pray.
Let's pray.
Let's pray. Heavenly Father, thank you for these verses. Thank you for opening our eyes to how immediately you want to make a difference in our life.
Yes.
Thank you that nothing that we have to deal with on a daily basis is too far from your help.
Yes.
Thank you that you are a compassionate and loving God who wants to know us on a personal, individual level.
Yes.
As well as a community.
Yes.
Thank you that all we need to do is turn to you. And it doesn't have to be in some big flashy prayer.
No.
It can be in the silence of an empty room. Behind the wheel of a car.
Yes.
Don't close your eyes if you are behind the wheel of a car. But it can be behind the wheel of a car. Or it could be sat on the bus with your headphones in.
Yeah.
Thank you, Lord, that you are such an eager fulfiller of our faith.
Yeah.
That whenever we believe, you are right there meeting us in that belief. Yeah. And that you honor us more than we can ever want or desire.
Yeah.
That your grace and your mercy overflows with abundance.
Yes.
So Lord, as we continue on this walk with you, and as we continue to study Mark, open our eyes to the reality of who you are.
Yes.
And what you want for our lives.
Yes. Thank you that we can turn to you in all things, small things, big things.
And life-changing things.
Life-changing things.
Or even which pair of socks we need to wear today. You know, if you fancy talking to Jesus about that, go for it. So as we bring this prayer to a close, we thank you that you had the grace to save this little girl and to heal this lady.
Yes.
And we thank you for the faith that Jairus had in you. We ask that we can be granted such faith.
Yes.
That we can fall at your feet, fall on our knees in front of you.
Yeah.
When we need your grace. Lord, thank you for changing our lives. Thank you for being the wind in our sails.
Yes.
and the beating in our hearts.
The breath in our lungs.
We pray this in the mighty name of your Son, Jesus Christ.
We do.
Our Saviour and our best friend. Amen.
Amen.
I hope this deep dive has given you a fresh perspective on these verses. Next week we'll be exploring the next section of Mark. We would love for you to join us. Feel free to share these videos to whoever you feel may enjoy and or benefit from hearing them. Until next time, stay strong, keep smiling, and know that you are loved. Bye for now.
Bye bye for now.